I want to welcome all of you wonderful people that make up our audience. Your attendance makes all this possible, along with all the myriad volunteers in the back that help the scenes and our actors entertain you. This year, the Villages Theatre Company hopes to take our charitable donations up to a nice round $250,000 for local charities. So I know you just heard this, but please turn off your cell phones if you haven't already done so. The scowls from the other patrons can be really ugly. Joe Feinstein, who is the playwright of Last of the Aztecs, he and I had a correspondence over a number of years about this play and some others that he had written. He always ended our conversations with, "Beth, do me a favor. I'm not getting any younger. Can we get this show into a full production?" Well, last March, I was able to get the VTC to agree to let me direct this wonderful show. Unfortunately, Joe had died in January. Tonight, his daughter, Amy Katz, has a few words that she would like to share with you.
Good evening. My name is Amy Katz, and Joe Feinstein, the author of The Last of the Aztecs, was my dad. Sadly and coincidentally, he passed away a year ago, almost to the day. It would be Monday. Prior to COVID, he had a conversation with Beth Ely about having his play performed at the Villages Theatre Group, but unfortunately, everything shut down. My family is thrilled to be able to experience this play now, a bittersweet moment for us. My dad was a high school and college English teacher in his favorite place on earth, New York, and then later in Michigan. After retirement from teaching, he became a substance abuse counselor. He had a knack of using real-life experiences and conversations as meaningful and humorous dialogue in what he wrote. We have all been subjects of his humor. He always kept a pen and a note card in his pocket in case he thought of or observed a moment that sparked his creativity for a line or a subject he'd use later in his writings. Of the many plays my dad wrote and were staged, The Last of the Aztecs was his and my mom, in the front row's, favorite play. My dad truly thought this play was Tony-worthy. He just knew someone would want to produce it someday on Broadway. We even used to discuss who would attend the Tony Awards in our family and what we would wear when we got there. He is truly here in spirit with all of us. My mom and I, and my stepsister Anu, cousins Jimmy, Mary Fran, and their kids are all here tonight, and we're happy to share this with all of you, and we really hope you enjoy it.
Don't say anything, Walter. I'm reading.
Why do you keep that Alice in Wonderland book around you? You must know it by heart. I always thought Alice was for little kids, but you used to teach it in high school, so I guess it was okay for you too. You're not talking to me again, right? And you won't tell me why again, right? Okay. You like that. You like it. We used to say that when we were kids. Remember? What is it with you, Danny? You get me here in the middle of the night so we can talk like we always did, and you give me the silent treatment. Stop it with the depression already.
I'm not depressed.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're somber. Yeah, somber. What you really are is pissed off at me.
No. I'm not angry with you. No, at first I was shocked. I'm over that now. Now we're not talking, period, exclamation point.
I can't believe. You think I died on purpose? I was doing what I should have been doing. But I didn't want to die doing it. If you're looking for an I'm sorry for me, start reading that great big fat War and Peace book.
Sorry won't make up for... You don't know what you did to me, Walter.
What I did to you? Oh, you poor, alive baby. If you had died first, you know, I'd be very upset, but very sad. My best friend since before kindergarten was gone. But I wouldn't be mad at you for it.
Sad. That's it.
Excuse me? You want me depressed? I mean, somber?
For what? Doing what you did, all you would be is sad.
I can't believe this. I'm dead, and you are guilt-tripping me for it.
All right. Let's say I had gone first. What Aztec member would you turn to when you needed to talk?
That's what would make me sad? I wouldn't have you to talk to? You're such a barrel of laughs.
You think this is funny, huh? Well, where's the humor in no more Aztec club meetings? No more Aztec anything? You put an end to 65 years of the Aztecs Athletic and Social Club.
Well, I'll just go stand myself in a corner. But I was right. I always said from all us Aztec guys, you'd be the last one standing.
You left me all alone! Without anybody to do anything with.
Hey, with just you and me there at the end, we weren't playing a lot of stickball and two-hand touch.
Yeah, but we talked about it. We laughed about it. The guys. The club room.
Oh, what a great club room we made in that dingy cellar. And when the girls were in there, it was the darkest spot in the whole block. Where do we get that beat-up furniture, that old record player?
Yeah, and that old cop in the back room. When any of us had a grill back there, none of us geniuses could think of a way to keep the door shut.
I did. I kept my left foot on the doorknob. But I had to get the girl in a certain position.
You were in there more than all the rest of us put together.
My favorite ball field.
Your singular contribution to the Aztecs' history.
You lost your memory altogether? Whose idea was it that all us Aztec guys get buried in our Aztec jackets? And we all were. Even the cremated ones.
Yeah, what a contribution.
I made a terrible mistake. I died first. I deserve top spot on your shit list. But does being mad at me make it any better?
There's no other way to get back at you.
Now that we're talking again, how were Joyce's latest test results?
They're inconclusive. She's going to get a second opinion. She'll be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Is she sure like you're sure?
I said that... Sometimes it seems like she's holding something back on me.
That's funny. I don't mean for laughing funny. She's holding back on you. You're holding back on her with how I died. I bet you spilled first.
Oh, no. I could never tell her. She's so zero tolerant of infidelity. Even more so with the people that she's close with. You know, that's why she was so cold to you.
She was so cold to me. She was the only woman I never thought of.
So your girlfriend Alice is still not doing it.
Doing what?
Getting you out of those pajamas and up, moving around the apartment and out on the street. Taking a walk in the park for an hour. Talking to me, eating with me, sleeping with me.
I catnap here.
Well, that's good for cats. What's good for you is telling me why you're carrying on like this.
It's not carrying on, Joyce. It's my style.
Well, if that's your style, I haven't seen you so stylish in 50 years.
All right, well, nothing's how it used to be, and neither am I.
Let me see if I can understand this. Up until a month or so ago, you were living your retirement dream. Here, in the center of your universe, the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Going to movies, to plays, to concerts. Reading what you always wanted to read. Traveling with me to wonderful places. All off season, but still wonderful. And then your oldest best friend dies, and suddenly all of that wonderfulness turns to nothing?
Alice always used to make me smile. You know, wherever I turned. Now every page it's crime and punishment. Raskolnikov and the axe murders.
There's no stopping talking until I say. You can't go on being this pajama person.
I am what I am.
Well, that's how Popeye described himself. If that's who you are, then I'll be this terrific-looking bimbo in a bar, giving you the big, whatever it is they're giving in bars these days. You can tell I'd be great and sad, but first you gotta get me interested. So, lucky for you, I'm a good listener. So, let's put down this can of spinach, big boy, and start talking.
Walter's gone, and that's it.
No, honey, that's not it, huh? You can fool a lot of people with that innocent look, but not me. You're holding back on something. Now, before I have to get rough.
Okay, all right. Well, this is just for you and me.
And the bimbo at the bar.
Not too long ago, I told Walter that I couldn't attend his funeral, emotionally. But he said I had to be there because if I didn't come, then only women would be there. So we agreed to go out at the same time. I know it sounds dumb, but I was relieved that I didn't have to go to his funeral.
So, you're pouting because he reneged on you?
I was the only guy at the funeral.
You're still holding back.
All right then, here it is. It's the end of the Aztecs. Gone. Finished. All of it. Forever.
There's still Helen, Victoria, Lila, and me.
No. My Aztecs are not you and the three little widows. I mean, what am I supposed to talk to about the guys? The game. Club room. Girls. The high school, the neighborhood. Yankees. Black and white movies.
Hello?
I can't talk to you the same way. There's no explaining it. There's no explaining anything.
I think I can explain it. It's life. You live, you die. Walter lived to be 77 years old, late middle age from your perspective, and then he died. That's life.
Not to me.
Honey, if you would just let yourself talk about death, then maybe you could... Oh, Danny, you just have to handle it like everything else.
No. With everything else, you get to practice. Yeah, you make a mistake, you get to do it over again. Not with that, there are no do-overs.
Honey, you have to accept it. And you can start by saying the word.
Oh, accept it, huh? Accept it like a special delivery letter, huh? The postman rings your bell, boom, boom. Do they even have special delivery anymore?
Honey, nobody gets out of this life alive.
I know. It's a lousy system.
Don't take it so personally.
But how else am I supposed to take it when it's happening to me? Not you, no. Here today, gone tomorrow. And now for your next cliche.
You have to do something about
I
this.
am. Talk to Walter every day. Whatever I need to, just like always.
You need serious help.
Everybody has inside-the-head conversations when they're alone.
You could talk to Steve Harris's son. I understand he's a very good therapist.
Yeah. Isn't that the kid whose sleeves turn shiny in the winter? That's me.
He doesn't do that anymore ever since he got his PhD.
So what's going to do for me?
If I knew that, you could talk to me. I don't know. He'd give you some Prozac and cheer you up.
Blah.
Oh, come on, honey. Come to bed, huh? I'll give you the old never miss sleeping potion.
Can't even think about sex.
Oh, how about your fantasy oversexed contortionist? No? Oof, you are in a bad way. My getting old head. I'll call an emergency meeting of the Aztecs.
There are no more Aztecs meetings. There are no more Aztecs.
I'll invite the ladies for lunch tomorrow. We'll talk. We'll get answers. What should I serve?
No, there's not going to be any talking. Because there are no answers for that. And I don't want lunch. I don't want answers. And I don't want widows.
Salmon loaf, steamed asparagus. Down with the price.
Well, I'll just go to the library. They have armed guards there who don't allow talking.
I feel much better, Danny. That was good communication.
Could have been better with a bimbo from the bar.
It'll be even better tomorrow. Well, with friends you've known forever, there's nothing to hide. Now, come on. Come to bed, huh? I don't want to sleep without you anymore. Oh, jeez. Middle of the night phone calls and
Well, I'm not talking to anyone.
never good news this late.
Unless it's a baby. You get something from me about our girls?
Hello? Allie? What's wrong? No, you didn't wake us. We were just sitting here and communicating. You're downstairs on your cell. You got that new thing? You'll show me how it works without a wire. Yeah, ring the bell downstairs. Dad'll buzz you in. How did she get here? Airplanes don't fly this late. Buzz her in.
And I'm not buzzing either.
Oh, for goodness sake. What is she doing here? Not a word about coming. Something's not right, but it can't be serious. I mean, the worst I've heard is that she and Kathy were going to open up an organic fast food takeout joint, the tofu taco.
Is she still with that girlfriend? I'm definitely not talking.
You can't do that.
Why not? She can do whatever she wants with that woman. I can do whatever I want too.
She's your youngest child, your favorite. You taught her how to skate. You coached her in the hurdles. You made her watch those old black and white movies with you. She's the only one you let wear this nasty old Aztecs jacket.
Things change.
People change, not your love for her.
Yeah, well, she's got her own woman for love.
Mom!
Oh my goodness, honey, you look exhausted. How did you get here?
Drove the whole way. 12 hours in my new ride. Well, not exactly new, but she's all mine. And the thanks.
Oh, you must be hungry. I'll heat up some leftover pot roast.
I'm vegan, remember?
Yeah, well, I'll make you a shake. With what? I've got fresh strawberries.
No, our water's not pure. You know, those upstate streams that feed our water, animal mouths drink from them.
I'm okay, honest, Mom. I'll catch up with breakfast. I just want to crash.
No, hold the crash, honey. Well, what brought you here like this?
I needed to get away. Blast in New York.
Well, that could have started with, hello, Mom, I'm coming to visit you and Dad.
I wanted to leave so bad I got carried away.
Well, middle of the night phone calls get old folks like us carried away.
I'm sorry. Dad, I'm sorry about Walter. I needed a break before grad school in the fall. Why are you looking at each other like that?
Well, when you've been married as long as we have, that's how you look at each other.
I believe what you said, honey. It's what you didn't say that...
Yeah, your mother won't stop, even if you do.
Okay. Kathy wants us to live together. I needed some time away to think it over.
Yeah, well, don't think out loud.
And Mom, your hip keeping you from visiting me? I had to come help.
I got it covered.
Well, cool. Then me and Mom and I will just hang.
And what am I supposed to do while the two of you are hanging?
Hang with us. Help me with my hurdles workouts. I'm way out of shape.
Ask your bedmate girlfriend.
Sorry you feel that way.
And I'm sorry you don't feel the way you should.
No, it's too late for talk. Tomorrow morning, when we're refreshed, we can...
Yeah, we can circle back on this issue with a lot more energy.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, honey.
Still my room?
Oh, yeah, sure. What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with her hormones?
You have to understand what she's going
Oh,
through.
will you understand what she's going through?
No, I don't particularly want to, but I'll try my hardest. We have to do that.
I don't have to do anything. Especially talk.
You're gonna get a lot worse until you tell me what it is you don't want to tell me.
Joyce, you're trying to make me feel better. It's only making me feel worse.
Good morning, right?
No, it's a little past wrong.
Where's Mom?
She's out shopping. She prepared a luncheon for the emergency Aztecs meeting. Widows only.
I can't stop thinking about her hip. Tell me everything about it,
It'll
please.
be all right.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, been here for 2 minutes and already made a diagnosis.
I saw it in her eyes. She either won't say it or she can't say it. I can tell it's bad.
You watch too many soaps.
In denial all you want. I'll get you the truth somehow.
Right. She's going to have a second MRI. That'll show that everything's fine. Now, you want to do something nice for your mother? Just stay bright and cheerful.
I'll follow your ha-ha-ha example.
Your worry lines look deeper than yesterday.
It's not just Allie. Our whole story will come out at this meeting of the widows.
See? Another Aztec meeting.
No. It's Joyce's Aztec meeting.
It's more than the meeting in Alley that's got you down.
It's nothing that I can't. Walter, were you ever afraid of, I mean, you know, at a time I went to the hospital, you know, a bunch of years ago, and the doctors didn't think you would make it. I mean, you had to be
I
afraid.
knew the doctors were wrong, and I told them so. They shook their heads and gave me one of their smirks. Well, which one of us went to college all those years? Smirks.
So you never had any fear of, you know,
You keep asking the same questions without the D word. I keep giving you the same answers. Tell me the answer you want, I'll give it to you, and we'll be done.
did I only ask? Because you're there. I mean, experiencing something I can't possibly know, so I'm curious.
Curious! That is your best line of bullshit yet.
I want to spend as much time with Mom as I can.
Good! Yeah, but she may not be able to keep up with all your hurdles.
I want time with you too. Untime.
Yeah, sure. Fun.
The way it used to be, laughing all the time.
Yeah, dream on.
You coached me no matter how tough it got, we ended up laughing.
Well, your hurdles were good. Olympics good.
Oh, and your fantasies.
No, you really had it.
I loved doing it. I loved you watching me.
Well, you were a pleasure to watch and coach.
Your pep talks were the best.
Inspirational, right?
No, funny.
Funny how?
Well, the talks were serious. You were psyching me up for the Olympics, so you'd point in the direction where they were being held, and you kept changing when you pointed.
Your mother always said I was directionally challenged. Those were wonderful days. Seems so long ago when we were young and gay. Won't work now.
You can if you let it.
I can't. Just like you can't make me a grandfather.
I will, the natural way.
Well, I couldn't have slept through that many biology lectures.
I've done a lot of research. The sperm banks.
Oh, real love child.
Whether I live with Kathy or not, I need you on my side.
And I need you with a healthy, intelligent man.
I don't want your conditional love.
Just when it seems like things can't get any worse, they do.
Alan, deepening those lines on your face.
Forget her for now. It's these three widows. They're going to be here any minute.
Oh, you could always handle those ladies from the old neighborhood days.
Yeah, well, not today. Helen will take one look at your wife, Lila, and all her widow's weeds, and she'll break down, sobbing, blabbering, hiccuping, giving us all away.
I can help you with Helen.
You've done more than too much with her.
Well, I tried to stay away. She kept after me.
Poor, helpless sex addict.
About this meeting, they're not all coming.
Yeah, they are. And then that's what's got me scared, what Helen will do in front of Lila.
Oh, Lila won't come. My wife is still in mourning for me. Too broken up to leave the house.
Well, apparently you weren't all as memorable as you thought. She'll be there all right. As my father used to say, with bells on.
Yeah? Maybe seeing all those ladies at my funeral, well, that could have gotten her to put two and two together.
She couldn't miss. The math is more like 1 and 22.
Makes me glad I won't be there.
Well, Victoria will. You're all purified from early and late mass.
Sounds like a real fun lunchy.
Yeah, and it's all because of you. Yeah! Okay, Helen.
Here's how you handle Helen. You bullshit her about her looks. I mean, you can't lay it on thick enough.
That still works.
You know all that laser surgery, the massage therapy, that cosmetic countertime she does? It's not because she's sure she's beautiful. So, you start with her hair, and you work your way down. Very slow. Saying something sexy at every stop.
I'm not like you.
You're in very deep trouble.
Yeah, you put me there.
The strikes me about this mirror, how distorted it is. Is she in the kitchen?
She went out for a few things.
I am so terrified of facing Lila. But if I didn't come, she'd be suspicious.
She won't suspect a thing as long as you hold it together.
Oh, I'm way over the edge. This morning I went to my hairdresser instead of my masseur. It'll take weeks of ass kissing just to straighten it out. You've got to help me.
What do you want me to do? Run flashcards for you so you'll remember your appointments?
I need your comfort. Jammies? What have you got that I touched?
I'm somber, that's all.
What have you got to be all broken up about? All you did was drive into the hospital. I'm the one who did it to him.
It wasn't you. Besides, his heart was bad, and his husband was worse.
Oh, he was perfectly fine. Until that final, incredible 9 to 10 seconds.
Just the way he wanted to go out.
And I sent him.
Well, if it wasn't you, it would have been somebody else.
That's not the way it was.
No. Walter always said that you were the best.
Well, he would have. He'd have made it to the afterglow.
You comfort yourself a lot better than I could.
I shouldn't have done it. I am flat out no good at it.
But you just said that you were...
Oh, not that. Deceit. Too damned honest. And I keep seeing myself lying there under a dead man. Married to my oldest friend, dead man.
It's all over and done with.
I need your comfort. I didn't think I looked that awful.
Not all about looks.
Oh, dear God, what have you wrought?
You look perfectly. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's so reassuring coming from a man who finds sweaty Olympic lady runners sexy. Oh, I know I still have my looks, but I'm not enough support for me.
No. Howard told you, and he told you
Oh,
all.
Howard. Oh, yes, he was so in love with my looks that he ran off with a 20-year-old manicurist. Oh, I want somebody to make me feel like everything is all right, someone I can trust, not another husband.
How about a housebroken beagle?
You know, I find myself going back to those Aztec clubhouse days. all so young and so innocent, and dancing to that smooching music and being held so tight.
Yeah, but that was so long ago.
Not that long. I want to be held like that again. Danny, we were always so
Yeah,
close.
see, we can't be near each other now. Not with our dangerous secret. When it's past and all gone. Joyce and I will include you on whatever we decide we might like to do.
Pass this lunch.
You'll make it. For all our time together, I know how strong you are.
It's for show. I'm terrific at show. But when the show is over and I'm all alone, all the time, look out. On some lonely night, I could find myself with my phone in hand, reaching out to somebody. Let's hope it's not the editor of some supermarket magazine.
Yeah. Okay, Victoria. You better get it together. Victoria finds sin lurking everywhere.
I can't be seen looking like
Yeah,
this.
you go make yourself look innocent.
I can't get past grotesque.
You don't look. Helen, isn't your hair almost the same nice way that it was back in high school?
Aren't you the smooth one? I need you to help me.
Okay, here. Take a deep breath.
Blow it out slowly. Well, I'll just go help Joyce with lunch.
She went out for a few last minute things.
What's with the pajamas? It's a beautiful day out.
Well, in here, it's sunburn.
You got company. Go be somber with some clothes on.
Pajamas fit my mood.
I've been kind of down too since Walter died. If I didn't have to go to church every day, I probably wouldn't get dressed either.
Well, it's nice that you have a place to go for comfort.
You think all those mea culpas is fun? I even took communion this morning at Mass. I was just as depressed as I was before.
Well, yeah. Maybe if you went to confession,
I don't let nobody tell me what to do.
Just a suggestion.
Well, I'll tell you what you can do with your suggestion.
Why are you attacking me like that?
Because you don't understand. At church this morning, Walter, and that made me think of my dear husband Arnie. And then I thought, what if Danny, you can't die, Danny. I couldn't take it if you died.
I don't want you at my funeral either.
Do you know how many rosaries I say every day so that I won't have to go to your funeral? I would make such a scene.
Oh, I promise it'll be after you.
Go back on your word. I'll kill you. Oh, you got a good heart, Danny. You outlive us all. But thanks for the good intention. Madonna me! What did I do? What did I just do? I mean, I know what I did. Oh, I am so ashamed. Don't look at me and don't try to say something to make me feel better because I don't deserve it. Oh, you're not going to tell Joyce about the kiss. Oh, sure no, I didn't mean it because if I didn't, I mean, don't think I did. I can't believe with all of my grief, I'm a putana. Again.
Again?
If I tell you, you have got to swear that you won't say a word.
Whatever it was, the only person I would ever tell would have been Walter. So you don't have to worry about it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ow! That's a
He made you feel better.
Yeah, but then worse. That's why I stopped. Couldn't go to confession, not in my neighborhood. Thank God he didn't drop dead with me like he did whoever.
What are you saying? No, it happened in his car. I was with him.
Oh, there was only one way for Walter to go out, with both of his boots on. Look, protect him, Lila, that party, the other part, all you want. I don't care about any of that. I'm too upset about what just happened with us. Oh, okay. With me. It's been so long since Walter. I really thought that I was finished with all of that. But then, look what I did with you. I have to admit, there's got to be something going on with me. I committed a sin! A mortal sin!
Yeah, sorry, when you finish flagellating yourself.
I'm gonna have to find someplace else to go for confession. Someplace like New Jersey. Danny, forgive me, I beg you.
It was a kiss. Just a momentary lapse.
Don't know that? Just say it, forgive me. I hate to beg.
Well, why is it so important?
Just say it, will you?
I forgive you.
Oh, bless you, Danny. I'll say an extra prayer for you. A silent one. And that promise that you made about not dying before me, I know it's silly.
Why am I so damn sorry? What am I so important to you?
You're the last of the Aztecs. When you die, there won't be no more maidens, emergency ones, nothing.
It's not the end of the world.
Well, it is to me. You see, Arnie's family didn't accept me because of my religion. My family didn't accept him because of his. With no kids, the Aztecs is my only family. When you die, who flushed the toilet?
Helen's hiccups were out of control. No, she wouldn't have hurt us. There's a full-length mirror in there.
You and Helen were here all alone, and you're in your pajamas?
Well, I had to put something on when you buzzed.
Oh, don't tease me like that. And I don't get Helen. With all those changes with her face jobs, how does she even recognize herself in a photo album?
Don't know her. She hasn't had anything done since the funeral. Oh, all better?
Hello, Victoria.
No, hello, Helen.
I would get refreshments, but I haven't been seen in the kitchen in years. No, Joyce. Here, let me help you with that.
Danny.
No, I'll take him to the kitchen and then I'll stay there.
No, Danny, please, come back for the meeting. Danny? Hello, girls. Danny didn't want me to call this meeting. It's about him. Don't mind that he's in pajamas. It's what all the best depressed people are wearing. Did he say anything about my hip?
I was in the bathroom with a hiccup spell.
Oh, and I did all the talking about what happened at church.
What's going on with your hip?
Oh, it's not important. Danny's keeping something from me. I don't know what it is, but never mind.
And always like keeping things from their wives. It's always nothing. Lila's the problem. Coming here so soon after Walter died, in the car, talking to Danny, like they always did. I mean, Lila says strange things, and she's liable to say even stranger things now that Walter died, because she wasn't there when Walter died in the car, talking to Danny.
Walter had big health problems. He just made it worse doing what he shouldn't have been doing until bingo. With all the chances the Lord had, he finally had Walter drop dead doing it with some floozy.
The iced tea is herbal. I don't know what flavor because all the tags fell off of the bags. But I only buy herbal. The lemonade is sugar-free, but you put it down right there for me, honey. I forgot to look at which substitute they used. And the pretzels, some of them are whole grain, some of them are not. They look the same, so I can't tell which is which. But they're all no salt.
I'll just have water, Joyce.
From the tap or bottle?
Which brand bottle?
I don't remember. I got it on special.
I'll have that with a little ice. Oh, Joyce, did you use tap water for the ice cubes?
No. I made them with water from the toilet. What? Sorry I yelled, Lila.
Oh, thank you, Joyce. You know, I think that Lila's coming here too soon with an Aztecs meeting and no Walter. I can remember how you were after Army died. You were hardly yourself.
What? I was like Sophia Loren?
But, Arnie was in the hospital, and so it was expected, not suddenly, like Walter in the car talking to his best friend.
You keep repeating it like we're gonna forget.
The circumstances around Walter's, it was highly unusual, so we have to be understanding of each other.
Let's just hope that Lila's not too highly unusual.
Well, Lila will be unpredictable as usual. Glad to see you, Lila. I hope it's not too soon for you.
It's time for me to be with people, get things straightened out with some of them.
I hope you take this the way that I mean it. You look wonderful under the circumstances.
Consider yourself well taken.
People will give you lots of advice on how to cope with your loss. What still works for me is going to a special mass. But anyone can sneak in.
I have my own help, thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful, Lila. What is it?
Oh, a little something I made up all by myself. Revenge.
But what would you want with revenge?
Don't ask me how I know, because I don't know how I know. But believe me, when I say I know. And all of you know it too.
You gotta get specific, Lila. We're not playing 20 questions here.
Okay. Walter died in bed with a woman.
He was in his car with Danny. Danny drove him to the hospital.
That's Danny's story.
Are you implying that I'm a liar?
I'm not implying anything. You are a big, fat liar.
Lila, that's a terrible thing to say.
Even under your circumstances.
You make up that story, Danny, and I know it.
You don't know shit.
When I hear it, I know shit very well.
Lila, this is a really bad time for you. You don't know what you're saying.
I know what I'm saying. I know what all of you are saying, too. Poor Lila, so lost without her Walter. What you don't know is that Walter's dying made me a pretty rich Lila, and that makes me a powerhouse.
But don't let that power go to your head.
My head can handle it. I'll find that woman that Walter died in bed with, and I'll kill her for killing him. What the hell's so funny, Helen?
Oh, it's not funny. It's ludicrous. And ludicrous makes me laugh. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. What is ludicrous is this imaginary killer that you've imagined Walter dying in bed with, a real femme fatale. delusion. I mean, isn't that laughable? I guess it's one of those had to be there kind of things. I mean, in my imagination. Why are you staring at me that way, Lila?
That's how I stare at all deranged people.
Look, emergency meetings at the Aztecs have been called under all sorts of circumstances, and that applies to what we have here today. You see, ever since Walter died, Danny's been terribly depressed.
Oh, poor baby. Does your head hang down when you walk in the park? Do you work crossword puzzles and pencil instead of ink?
Lila, your meanness to me is only because we both know that Walter went out. A happier man talking to me and not you.
That's it. I'm done with the Aztecs. I'm glad I hung Walter's jacket on the cat scratching post before he was buried in it.
Lila, you're both very upset. Please stay, we'll work it out.
This is a family meeting. There's no leaving in the middle of it.
I think we need a little separation time for processing.
All of you felt sorry for me because you thought I didn't know that Walter was whatever you call a male nymphomaniac. But I know something you don't know. Walter's spirit came to me, begging me to forgive him for all of his screwings.
Oh, be careful with those spirits. The devil can dress himself up like a real person.
Oh, it was Walter's spirit, all right. It wasn't dressed at all.
Oh, his favorite outfit.
I'll track down every woman that Walter had sex with, present company not excluded, and I'll confront them with my widow's vengeance and my nephew's law firm.
That's more than ludicrous.
And when I find the last one, the killer, Danny, you're the only one who can help me find her. That son of a bitch best friend of yours must have told you everything.
Well, now that the meeting's been called to order, here's what I'd like for us to do.
You're not going to get any help here. I mean, look at him. You're in worse shape than I am.
Let's see about that. Helen, what seems to be troubling you?
Oh, I'm fine. It's Lila who's more than trouble. I mean, did you hear her? Present company not excluded. That's you guys in your own home.
Yeah, it was nuts, all right. Yeah. How about you, Victoria?
Oh, Lila's the one, yeah. Taking vengeance into her own hands against the killer.
That's a big part of my trouble.
Okay. Meeting's adjourned, and so's the gloom. Let's do something fun, huh? Snap out of it. Lila was always a little unsteady. Today, she was unhinged. Tomorrow, she'll be good old shaky Lila again. So come on, cheer up. Helen, show us that $20,000 orthodontic smile, huh? No. Show us the face of the upper middle-aged poster child for the American Dental Association. Yeah, that's more like it. Now, Victoria, show us your uplifting spiritual face. Yeah, picture this, huh? The Pope is riding by here on Upper Broadway. You're out in front of the crowd. His Holiness looks right at you. He waves at you. He smiles at you. He likes you. That's it. Come on, girls. Let's get the hell out of here. What do you say?
How did you do that?
You teach first graders for 35 you. What about lunch? Oh, my treat. Cheaper than the asparagus. Danny, why don't you take yourself out to lunch, huh? If you go someplace really nice, put on fresh pajamas.
Things getting bad enough to jump?
Helen's about to snap. What am I supposed to do about her now?
Oh, convince her she's old and ugly. She'll jump.
It's you I'd like to kill, if it wasn't so redundant. You can't believe how hard it was to get you dressed, pull you out of Helen's bed, and put you in that car. You have no idea what your kind of weight felt like.
Well, didn't Helen help?
Well, she distracted the doorman so he wouldn't see me. The rest of the time, she's at her mirror, transfixed with how pale she looks from fright.
She is some piece of work.
She must be. She claims she took you out on a 10 count.
That number says more about me than her.
Well, Lila will make her spill. And you wouldn't believe your Lila now. Ever since she collected that policy money, she's turned into this powerhouse.
Yeah? I wonder how she'd be in bed now.
I can't believe it. You're not even alive and you're fantasizing about what your wife would be like in bed.
Well, any dead husband would do that.
I'm so angry with you. I'm at the mercy of these 3 widows, and they're not showing me any.
Oh, Victoria's no problem. She shacked up with the Lord long before Arnie died.
Yeah, well, she told me about you.
She did. I didn't think she'd tell her priest.
You are incorrigible.
Well, I certainly hope so.
I got the keys from Joyce. I left my purse behind so that I could come back and talk to you. Oh, if Lila finds out what happened with Walter, she's going to kill me.
It was an empty threat. She's out of her head.
That's who do the killings. People out of their heads.
No, nothing will happen. Stay calm and take a deep breath.
Don't make me breathe. Help me.
Help you? I can't even help myself. Even talking to Walter doesn't help.
Talk to him. Oh, Danny. I'll see if my analyst can fit you in.
Walter and I have been talking ever since we were toilet trained. I can't break the habit.
At least you have someone to talk to. I have no one, dead or alive. Oh, God. Help me. Hold me tight. Hold me tight.
Ellie!
Allie. What a nice surprise. Hello. What are you doing here? Why didn't you tell me that your daughter was here?
Well, Ellie, you heard stories about how Walter was with women?
Oh, yeah, when he died in the car talking to your father.
Yeah, which you didn't know, well, all of us didn't know, was he was really way off out of control those last few days before he had it was like, Helen was just here, she was demonstrating to me how he broke her head.
Right before he died, in the car talking to his best friend. I couldn't say anything in front of Lila, so I got the keys from your mother and came back to tell your father how Walter, well, I'm going to show your father how Walter.
What you saw her showing me.
Well, it was nice seeing you. Bye.
don't you take yourself out for a nice, long walk in the park? It'll help you come up with a better story.
Well, I will go. And it wasn't a story.
You know, I've heard some really weird stuff goes down in New York, but walking in the park in PJs, that's for escaped institutionalized people.
I was just about to change. You know, and what we told you was the truth.
Well, it's not my affair. Oops, just kidding. Let it go, I have. Where's Mom?
She's out to lunch with the ladies.
That'll be good for her. No, if you're serious about walking, I'll go with you. I'll jog backward and we can talk.
Go yourself.
Well, if you're embarrassed to be seen with me, I'll jog ahead and I won't even glance back.
You know, that's not funny. When people ask me about our children, I don't know what to say about you.
Tell them I'm bright. Not so pretty, but a lot of fun.
Is she seeing anyone seriously?
Wise. Older, handsome woman she might live with.
Oh, how nice. Be sure to tell us in which sperm bank they're registered.
I don't understand you. You've been around so long and you still don't know that life isn't only how you think it should be.
Yeah! Okay, Lila. It's Lila. She's on the hunt for all the women that you slept with.
That should keep her hopping.
Hey, all over me. She thinks that you told me all about her.
You never wanted to hear.
Well, I heard. Make me a list and give her. She wants to get even with all of them.
All, huh? Well, I can't come up with a number. I tried counting them up.
What, you got before handheld calculators?
I couldn't remember half the names. But I knew all the places. And there were some very funny places. Do you remember the parachute ride at Coney Island? Well, one time, if I could do it over, I'd be better. I made a list of those that got away and shouldn't.
You going to tell me more? Is that it?
The
No
ones
more?
that shouldn't, there was one. That high school substitute teacher. Used to rub herself on the corner of the desk.
All right. No more reruns of your classic sports fornication show. Tell me how to stop Lila's crazy revenge.
This is a Lila I don't know.
I can't help you, Lila.
I was waiting outside for all of them to leave, and then Helen came back in. What's going on with you and the bionic princess?
She forgot her purse.
That was old in our day.
Someone wanting to be a sex maniac to have anything going on with Helen. Oh, what do you want with me, Lila?
About Walter's spirit coming to see me, I made that up. I mean, who's so Looney Tunes to talk to dead people? I want to know those women's names, all of them. You talk to Walter every day.
Oh, we never talked about sex.
And you smoked every day, but you never inhaled. Sex was all Walter ever talked about. And don't give me that Aztec code of honor crap, not telling what you're not supposed to. What difference does it make now?
I never wanted to hear what he was doing. I wasn't doing it, so I wasn't interested.
You never did. I'm so jealous of Joyce, I could kill her.
You better get a grip, Lila. That's a second death threat you made in 20 minutes.
To hell with the list. I just want the last one. And forget that phony car story. In my bones, I know what really happened, and
grade school, the Lila that I knew, all she wanted was comfort from her pain. Now you're going to use this powerhouse and this tough cookie.
I'm not a tough anything. I made that up too. But don't tell the ladies. I like it when they're afraid of me. But I don't want to go back to the marshmallow way that I was, and I can't be a powerhouse. It's too damned exhausting.
So, what'll work?
You're right. I do want to go.
Yeah.
There's only one person who can get it. Don't be afraid, Dee. Nothing bad will happen. Allie, where did you? I hope that you never know what despair does to a widow.
Wow! She was desperate for comfort.
And you're the local comfort station. I see why you don't walk in the park anymore. You get a pretty good workout here.
But if you knew the circumstances, I'm not talking with you about this.
Not to Mom either.
She would understand.
Oh, never mind that. I'm bummed about what's happened to us.
We're not an us anymore.
I'm glad Kathy didn't come with me.
I wouldn't let two girls sleep together in my house.
Kathy is a woman. So am I.
Oh, well, I stand politically corrected.
Why can't you try to understand me?
Why can't you understand it? You're breaking my heart.
I didn't know you still had one.
Why can't everybody just leave me alone?
This is the worst you've looked yet.
I feel like Job.
Was he that skinny kid in the 4th grade? Who could draw so well?
No, Job from the Bible. He was being tested just like me. I feel like I'm this bunch of throbbing nerve ends.
From where I am, that sounds delicious.
You know, we talk a lot about where you are.
Around it, past it, over it.
Yeah, well, in your place, I bet you don't have anybody crawling under your skin.
Nobody, anything's anybody, anytime.
Paradise.
That's not my exact address.
Well, wherever you are, I'd like to, hang out with you. You'd like for a long weekend?
We don't have weekends. We don't have hanging out. So, take your lumps and stay where you are for as long as you can.
But I can't stand it anymore.
Okay, I'll get you in. Like we used to sneak into the movie.
Yeah, but then I get to go home right after the movie's over, right?
Afraid to go. Afraid to stay.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll fuck it for you. Yeah, heads, you decide. You got a quarter?
What for? Did you go a little nuts like that Job guy?
Don't. What makes you totally crazy is I can never figure out if Joe ever got it to stop. Ow! she be doing out there so late?
Well, I don't know about her, but I was out late like... All right, I won't tell you. That Joe guy, did he have a daughter out in the big city at 2 a.m.? A lesbian one?
Well, if he was living here now, he would.
Well, I bet he wouldn't be like you. Every night for 2 weeks, yelling at Allie for staying out late. That's what you used to do with her older daughters, or her sisters. And don't you get tired of doing the same thing?
Look who's talking about getting tired of doing the same thing.
That was never the same thing. Not even twice. That's what made it so fascinating.
Don't come across like you're some sort of scientific field investigator. You were nothing more than the horniest guy in the Northern Hemisphere.
Well, that's something, ain't it?
You know, sometimes I envied your sexual experiences, but it's the lying. And then here I am lying about what you did, making things up, worried I won't remember them.
Once you
It's
start,
killing me.
once you start.
Now, listen, there's sometimes I want to just blurt out the truth. Then I know how it would affect Joyce. So I can't do it.
Maybe that's why the first guy invented lying.
Well, looks like Allie forgot her key again. Yeah! Why don't you pin the key to your pants? I'm buzzing you in for the last time.
You sound tough, but you don't fool her.
Don't you understand her with this Kathy woman?
Only as competition.
What makes me crazy?
You know, no, you don't. But it's none of your business.
She is my daughter.
She's old enough to be her own woman.
Yeah, with a woman of her own.
That's her way.
Yeah, how do you accept what you can't understand and have no tolerance for?
I'll give you the secret. Ready? You do it.
I don't know how to thank you.
You will. Just love her.
She broke my heart. And there are x-rays to prove that I have one.
If you don't show her your love, you know what you can do with those extras.
Oh, it's easy for you to say. Everything's easy for you now. Morning is too late on a weeknight.
It's not a school night.
You know, your mother was up late, waiting for you. She's got an MRI in a few hours.
She knew when I'd be back. She was cool with it. Why am I being defensive? The deal was, I'd hang with Mom, you'd be okay.
But she's not as strong as she says she is.
Then you take extra special good care of her and stop moping around like Oscar the Grouch.
Don't tell me how to be in my own house.
Hi, Allie, honey.
You happy now? Yeah, she had a terrific time. I'll tell you all about it in bed. You gotta get your sleep. Those tests tomorrow, they're gonna knock you out.
Oh, I had a good sleep. I'm going to talk to Allie alone.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said that I would tell you all about it in bed.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't catch that the first time. I'll see you there later. Good night. Don't wait up for me.
Because you are impossible. I finally do what you want and you're not with me.
That's my most winning charm, personally. Did he yell at you for coming in late?
Oh, let's not go there, please.
He did that with your older sisters, and he loved them very much, too.
That's tough love. Getty's the tough. What you want to talk about?
And that can wait. Where'd you go tonight?
Club?
Yeah? Oh, what kind of club?
Oh, I don't think you want to know, Mom.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Okay, lesbian one.
Oh, how nice. Why don't you come and tell me about it, like we were girlfriends? You know, girlfriends. Come on over here, sit by me. So, who was there at the club?
Well, a lot of women.
And what were they wearing?
Business suits, jeans, dresses, skirts, tank tops. I like the tank tops best.
And what were they doing there, these women?
Dancing, talking, drinking.
Did you dance or were you a wallflower? Do you know what that means?
I think I can figure it out. Well, at first I was kind of wallflower until I got into it after I scoped out the scene a little bit. Do you know what that means?
I think I can figure it out. So, did you meet anyone special? Well, was she wearing a tank top?
No, a business suit, heels, probably pantyhose.
What was it about her that made her so special?
She was older, late 40s, I think. She'd been around. She was smart. No, wise. I like that. I liked the way she was built. Wide hips, full breasts, round butt.
Did anything happen?
We kissed a few times while we were dancing. She was a good kisser. I knew we could have had sex. Good sex. But I decided not to.
Because of Kathy?
I don't know about me and Kathy opening the fast food organic takeout shack, tofu taco. I don't know if I want to put off grad school for that. What do you think, Mom?
Boy, at my age, I can't eat that fast food stuff.
No, our stuff will be mega healthy, especially for people your age. It'll be organic, mostly vegan.
Oh, in that case, I wish you and Kathy bon appetit. So, goodness.
Well, the reason I didn't want to sleep with her was it's not what I want for my life. It just would have been a one-nighter.
At your age, you know all about that. I guess I know all about that when I was your age, too. My mother told me. So, my very worldly daughter, what's in your heart of hearts?
All good, exclusive, full-time, committed relationship for me and my partner.
You know anybody who has that in real life?
You and Dad.
Oh, geez, let me get him in here. I don't want him to miss this.
It's true. You give each other space. You respect each other. Argue things right out front. And it's obvious you love each other in every way.
That's from a couple weeks of hanging.
I've seen it all my life. Mom, I want to ask you about Walter. I know he was a big-time player, and Dad and he were like brothers. Do you think Dad ever... can't even say it.
Your father? No. What would make you think he'd do something like that?
Oh, nothing. Just, Walter and stuff.
No, your father would never do it. If he did, I'd see it right away. He can't hide anything from me. But he is hiding something right now. I don't know what it is. But you are right about your father and me. We are good together. It's just that he's so depressed right now. Nothing's good.
When you lose your best friend, you've known her all your life.
It's more than that. he's so afraid of dying, he can't even say the word. But let's get back to your evening, huh? I love hearing about it. Tell me more. Tell me everything.
Mom, do you still love me through and through? Like you said when I was little.
Now you're bigger. There's more to love.
You made me feel so good about being me.
I still want to hear about tonight.
We're so okay, doesn't matter anymore. Girlfriends. Now, what did you want to talk about?
Dad. I have that MRI tomorrow. I had one last month. Allie, honey, I have bone cancer. I don't have much time.
No, but the test later today, they could...
I'm doing it for your father. Please don't say anything. He can't handle it right now, especially with Walter gone.
But you can't be sure. I mean, they have miracle cures for people much...
Oh, baby, only on the soaps.
You can't die, Mom. I want to watch you play with my children.
I think you'll tell them about me, huh? Oh, what a great late-night conversationalist I was. Oh, honey. Listen to me now. I need you to be strong, huh? I need a favor.
Anything, Mom.
Please, look after your father for as long as he needs you.
I can't do that. Not the way you do, not the way he is now. Remember how much I wanted his Aztecs jacket? I'm glad he'll be buried in it.
Oh, honey, don't talk like that. And sometimes we have to do what we don't want, especially for love.
I'll think about it. Tell me more about your condition.
Oh, another time, honey. I just got very tired.
Me too.
Oh, baby. Don't cry like that, please. You get me started. Huh? And how would that look? I finally get your father into bed with me and I'm crying. Good night, my darling. I'll see you in the morning.
Go to the doctor's with you?
Oh, yeah, we can really talk then. Oh, what? Bed too comfortable?
Doesn't feel right without you.
Danny, honey, I need you to make love to me.
I'd like to. I don't think I can.
Oh, force yourself.
It's been so long.
Once you get started, it'll come back to
We'll see. Are you worried about what this next MRI might show?
you. Yes, same as last time.
It'll be all right. I know it.
Me too. But if it's not all right, Danny, what do you do if it's not all right?
Oh, you'll be fine. I know it. And you've got to think so too, Joyce. You really do.
You can't be afraid.
I know.
You have to keep telling yourself over and over again, I can't be afraid.
I do. I just don't hear so well anymore.
Don't be afraid.
Oh, I heard that.
Let's see.
favorite literary characters were turned into axe murderers.
I didn't read that Golden Pump book. Why did he kill those people?
Because when he was depressed, they asked him questions.
I didn't think you could get any worse.
I lost my wife. What do you want, some prickly little chipmunk?
It was rough.
It was brutal watching her. The last 2 months felt like 2 years. But we're not talking about it, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
Well, it's too damn bad.
One of the advantages of my current situation, really it's the only advantage, is that things don't hurt. So, let's talk.
I said, we're not talking about it.
Bad enough that you don't cry, but not talking is worse.
You can feel just as deeply without crying or talking.
Okay, so you're Bogart. Just remember, in Casablanca, at the Angry Bird, it was very tough. I was worried about you.
I made it, didn't I?
Not without Allie. She was terrific, doing everything, keeping up your spirits, just like Joyce.
Yeah.
I'm sure you told her how good she was, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You got a lot to love there.
Well, she's leaving tonight. She's going back home to start graduate school.
How are you going to make it all by yourself?
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see why you're so sure. From all your being alone experience.
It's no big deal. Do what you've always done. Only alone.
Oh, you'll go sailing right through with that deep understanding.
Listen, I need a favor.
There's not a hell of a lot I can do from my current location.
No, I need to know exactly how you did it.
You're gonna start doing what I...
No, not that. No, how you were afraid of,
Well, look who might almost be ready to start casket shopping.
Joyce wanted me not to be afraid, so, come on, what's the secret?
I give up.
Don't jerk around.
If there were a secret, and I knew it, I would have been on Oprah.
So you mean, so what am I gonna do?
Make believe you're a big boy, and you say the D word right out loud. Okay. Whisper.
Yeah. Okay, Victoria. What does she want?
The same thing as the other two old campfire girls.
Well, they were great with Joyce the whole time.
But now the field is clear. I smell hot. Field is clear. And they're thinking about you know what with you know who.
I don't want any part of them, especially the part you're thinking about.
And I smell a hunt. Fox hunt. Oh, the hunters are all settled up and ready to run. And you got the same chance of getting away as the box.
It's not what I want.
Yeah, I know. Comfort. Comfort is nice, but it all boils down to the same old thing. But everybody wants and needs. Oh, and you can have it all.
Oh, what, 3 women at the same time?
Not all 3 of them. You're not ready for that. You've got to spread it out. One at a time. Pace yourself. With time-outs in between. Recovery time.
You sound like the coach at the Sex Olympics.
Suit up.
No.
It was just for hello.
Well, then just say it.
I came for Allie to say goodbye. She did a great job with all she had to do. And how you gonna be all alone by yourself?
Fine.
Yeah? What do you got for dinner tonight?
I've got a freezer full.
In that little box, you can hardly fit 2 baby lasagnas.
Well, when it goes bare, I know where they keep food on the street.
Oh, Danny, you love my cooking. It's a shame to do it just for me. Do us both a favor and come on over for dinner.
No, too soon for that.
Oh, it can't be soon enough. You eat every day. I don't mean that you have to come over every night. Just every other night. With all the leftovers you take home, you'll never have to eat out.
Well, I appreciate your generosity, Victoria. I'll call you.
Oh, don't call. Just come on over tonight. You can bring the wine.
Yeah! Okay, Alan.
You invited her here?
Yeah. And her invitation was in raised gold leaf.
What the hell does she want?
Ask.
Oh, I don't want to know that bad. You know, Joyce was a pretty good cook, and that's why you ate home a lot. Not Helen. She thinks people who cook are just too lazy to go out to a restaurant.
Joyce told me that she's got a great big kitchen.
Oh yeah, it's gourmet up the wazoo. And she only uses it to heat take-homes in the nuker. She should have just made that kitchen into another walk-in closet.
You are too hard on her. She's got a good heart.
Well, then that is the only body part that she hasn't had redesigned. Listen, Danny, when you come over to my house for dinner, I do have that second bedroom, in case you don't feel like going home right after you eat.
Well, I didn't say I was actually coming.
I'll call to remind you. Just don't talk about it in front of Helen.
Oh, hello, Victoria. What are you doing here?
Hello yourself. I came to say goodbye to Allie.
So did I. A little going away something.
Oh. Well, Danny gave me her address. I'm sending her something way too big to carry.
I don't know what you're going to do, Danny, without Allie. She was absolutely
I'll be fine.
It's no problem with all the restaurants and shops around you. All those unbelievable prepared things.
Oh, he knows people who do home cooking. Their meals that are actually cooked in a home.
So I've heard. But housekeeping is something else. As a memorial gift for Joyce, My cleaning service will come in every Wednesday morning.
Even if I tried, I couldn't get this place that dirty in a month.
You wouldn't notice.
All right, I'll call you when my sneakers start sticking to the floor.
All you know is taking out the garbage.
Now, who do you think rolls up the rug every spring? Or rolls it back out in the fall?
My service will pick up and deliver your dry cleaning and laundry.
I can't let you pay for all that.
Danny, we're much too close to let money come between us.
Oh, if you can't do it with your body, then just do it with your boss.
Yeah. Okay, Lila.
The nerve of that woman coming to where she made such a scene and all those threats, even to Joyce.
I haven't seen her since the last Aztecs meeting.
I was lucky too.
Well, she was here a couple of times with Joyce, but I don't want this to turn into some sort of a big gala farewell party.
And give Allie my best.
You are not leaving me here alone with her.
Let go of me. I have an important appointment.
Oh, to someone on your list of favor. Just miss it.
Let me go. You're wrinkling my ensemble.
Hell, the gang's all here.
I was just leaving.
Oh, me too.
They were here to say goodbye to Allie.
I thought she left yesterday. I came by to talk to Danny, but what I have to say is for you ladies, too. I want you to know that I am giving up my search for all the women in Walter's life, even the last one, the premeditated killer.
Oh, Dio.
No more revenge, no nephew's law firm. I'm all through with that vengeance crap.
Oh, Lila, I can't tell you how relieved I am. For you. When I think of all the wasted time and money on that fruitless search for that imaginary creature and then to kill her. Truly ludicrous.
I'm feeling sorry for those weak, desperate women who crawled into bed and God knows where else with them. When they're alone, no matter what excuses they make, in their hearts, they must feel the burning shame of their sin.
Something like that.
Well, don't let me keep you ladies. I just came by to offer Danny some personal help, now that he's here all by his lonesome.
I'm not a case for you three fake social workers.
Danny, whenever there's an electrical short, or a toilet overflows, or anything breaks, call me. I can fix anything. My mother taught me.
I can handle it. I have extraordinary skills with the yellow pages.
This building's old. Things break without you noticing. I'll come by and check now.
I don't need your charity. I don't need anybody's charity. I don't need anybody.
It's because you wouldn't know a dirty house, but you've never cleaned it.
I don't make messes.
But you'll get hungry.
All right, make me a casserole, huh? Make me lots of casseroles and then FedEx them to me.
So, that's what you two have been up to.
All right, I want to thank you all for your well-intentioned outreach, and if I ever find that I'm in need, I'll call. Till then, goodbye. You really have to go. There's no telling how long I can stay this nice. Really don't want to see my dark side now, do we?
Well, I think this is a good time for an emergency Aztecs meeting.
You know, there are no more Aztec meetings, because there are no more Aztecs. and I hereby officially resign my membership.
There's no resigning from the Aztecs.
It's the big gang from West Side Story.
We won't let you.
Well, because it's never been done before. But since there are no other Aztecs in existence to dissent, I am changing all the rules.
You can't do that. We gotta stick together to the end. Everybody's end.
Especially now in our prime.
Us that's left, the remains, we got to stay together. But not in this particular arrangement.
Ellen, housekeeping. Well, I'll tell you you all ready? You want to play hardball, huh? Well, catch my smoke. Now that Joyce is no longer with us, I can get this gorilla off my back. No. Too late for that, ladies. Now hear this. I want you all to know that I'm the only person in this room with whom Walter did not have sex.
It was an accident. I had no idea I could do what I did.
Oh, I knew it was you, you bitch of 100 bass changes, each worse than the last. My nephew is still on retainer. We'll get your over-massaged butt charged with premeditated murder.
Premeditated. That's ludicrous.
Stay where you are, you hypocrite. With all of your churches, when did you find time to sneak it in?
I was a mercy case.
You still are. And you, Danny, how could you lie like that to me and to Joyce?
What's the use crying over spilled? It's all over and done with. Just like the Aztecs and everything else. So goodbye to you all. Have a nice life.
I'm truly sorry, Lila. I would try to explain, but you wouldn't understand. And Danny, don't you dare call me to apologize. I wouldn't forgive you if you groveled yourself to me cross town.
She won't get away. Neither will you, Victoria. I'll hunt you down in every church you hang out in. As for you, Danny, whenever anything goes wrong here, don't look for me in the yellow pages.
Remember that promise you made about not dying before me? Do me one last favor. Forget about it.
Now the three of you can meet without me. And maybe over some boiling hot cauldron. Three weird sisters. I don't need you either, Walter. So wherever you are, stay there. Stay there until you. And the same goes for you too, Joyce. After what you did, leaving me. This time it was all your fault. I'm not talking to you either.
Well, I'm talking to you.
Well, it's too bad there's such a free country.
Well, I'm glad you're talking to me.
Just to say that you took away my best part.
That's what happens in life sometimes.
But why to me?
Because you're part of life.
Not that part anymore.
Well, then you'll only talk to Walter and me.
No, I don't want to talk to anybody. Dead or alive.
Well, you won't miss having company?
No, I don't need company. Not yours. Anybody else's. Especially now. How could you live in a place for such a long time? all of a sudden, it seemed to feel strange.
Annie, what are you gonna do about what you don't wanna talk about?
Something will come to me.
Hey, you bet it'll come to you with no talking either. You gotta face it head on. You gotta get in there and wrestle with it.
Wrestle. Walter, we used to wrestle when we were kids. First I'd be on top, he'd be on top. Never was real. Sounds crazy now. Wrestling with death. Where'd that come from?
Keep wrestling. You'll get better. Trust yourself.
Better tell Walter what I did.
You're looking good. You must have spilled.
No, nobody's blood gets spilled. Walter, I don't know how to tell you this, but I resigned from the Aztecs.
What for? There are no more dues.
I had to get rid of these harpies.
Yeah, there. But not the club. Oh, never the club.
Okay, all right. But I'll have to beg, grovel, and crawl for me to meet me again. In thunder, lightning, or in rain.
That a new seafood place?
No, that's Shakespeare. I was just kidding around.
What are you gonna do right now? That is the question. That's also from Shakespeare, but I'm not kidding around.
You know what to do. Just do it. That's the Nike.
I guess I'll go to the park and take that walk. But if I do, is this the end?
All good things come to that. You'll be okay.
What if I'm not okay?
Well, not okay is also okay.
What the hell does that mean?
You'll figure it out.
Well, don't look at me. I'm just smart enough to know that you're smarter than I am. Jealous. You married a woman smarter than both of us.
Well, not okay is also okay. It's not a good way to leave, Joyce.
Honey, it couldn't be better.
Well, I'm not saying goodbye.
Well, how are these for farewell words? See you soon.
Right, go, just go. No, wait. I have to thank you. What a nothing word. Thanks. Thanks. I thought you weren't leaving till late tonight.
With what I heard earlier, I'm not staying.
I didn't say anything to you, did I?
Look, we've done so well this whole time. Let's not spoil it.
Right, leave. I don't need you either. I can take care of myself just
I
fine.
have to get back.
No!
Kathy and I have
Is there anyone else in your life except that woman?
Don't shout at me. I have people in my life who I love, who I do things for because I love them. All you have is you. You must be very happy now your whole world is only you. The time. Were you gonna tolerate yourself? Need this key. Neither does anyone else if they know what's good for them.
Wait.
You were very loud and clear about my not staying.
I thought I talked to you all summer. That's the first time you actually heard me.
Goodbye.
Don't go. Don't go. I have to tell you something.
What?
What? There's so much I want to say. So much I need to say. So much I didn't say. So I'm afraid to say.
To Mom?
And the water. And you.
You know, I read somewhere that it helps people to write letters to their dead loved ones and mail them.
To the cemetery or directly to the headstone?
That's what I read. Say what you have to say.
Help me to understand you.
Why?
Because I want to.
Not the way you are.
No, I'll listen. I mean it. I mean it.
Okay? Kathy says life is hard.
Must be a philosophy major. No, I'm sorry.
Too hard to do alone. The only way to make it is with love.
That's a fortune cookie. You gave me a what, I need a why.
There is no why. It's what it is.
I don't understand. And I probably never will. What I do understand is I'm scared. I'm scared of being alone. Scared of not being. And I'm scared stiff of losing you. Allie, I said a lot of bad things to you. I am so. All I really want to say is I love you very much. That surgery sure was tough.
Say you love me again.
I love you again.
Say my name.
That was from a black and white movie.
Say it.
I love you. Allison Faith.
I love you too, Dad. You'll have to come to the grand opening of our taco stand. Whatever that is, if it ever is.
As long as I can put chili and cheese on that tofu crap. No, wait. I want you to have this.
Mom said all the Aztecs had to be buried in their jackets.
And between you and me, I always thought that was kid stuff. It's Walter's idea. His only one. He was so proud of it, I couldn't say anything. It doesn't smell so good. But I tried to have it clean, they just said it would fall apart. You would try it?
How do I look?
Better than the Aztecs died. Even living. Ooh, on yours smells good. My best friend, a wife, my Aztecs jacket. Well, gotta get changed.